Okay, Shalom. Shalom. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I like to give all honor, praise, and glory to my power. How you doing? Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being the name of the only begotten Son. And what I want to talk about is World War III. All right, we're that close. All right, we're very close to things really, as they say, going left. So I'm gonna read a couple of articles, and I'm gonna get into some scriptures. All right. This is from Express News. Poland PM issues blunt, putting WW3 warning, war has already started. Shalom to my brother Mike Kala, call all Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. All right, I don't know if you can see that. All right, but this is the Prime Minister of Poland, Donald Tusk. All right, I'm gonna read some of this article real quick. It says failure to heed his warning, Tusk warned, could have dire consequences for the future of the continent, European continent. And just to add on to that, I think it's Francis Macron, Prime Minister of France, pretty much said the same thing. If they don't deal with what they got to deal with in Ukraine, all right, Europe is in trouble. All right, so this war is going to eventually spread. But this Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk has sounded World War III alarm bells, cautioning that Europe stands on the precipice of a pre-war era, with the potential for conflict looming ominously for the continent. Tusk's sobering remarks come amid escalating tensions fueled by Russia's ongoing invasion of Ukraine, with fears of wider conflict engulfing Europe. I don't want to scare anyone, but war is no longer a concept of the past. Tusk stressed in an interview with several European media outlets, it is a real, in fact, already stated more than 2 years ago. It's real, talking about World War III. The gravity of the situation underscores the urgency of the situation. Tusk asserting that Europe faces a threat unparalleled since the end of World War II. And we know how World War II went. World War II was pretty bad. And that's when you had the formation of the NATO alliance, all right, after that. And Europe had to be rebuilt all over again. Let me start right here in the book of Revelations. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So the third woe, all right, this third world war is going to come quickly. All right. And you already see, really for real, like in, we call it infrastructure attacks. All right, the one that happened over here in Baltimore, but I heard that they had one 3 weeks ago over in Turkey. All right, so you have a quiet world war going on. All right, to start, because I always look at it like they need the economies to keep running. All right, and one of the things that I mentioned in the book of The Art of War is subduing a country without doing the main thing is subduing a country without taking any damage. That's why we live in an age of cyber attacks and blackouts. All right, to stabilize a country, all right, through its infrastructure, attacking energy resources, all right, things of that nature. Because if you could shut off the lights, and you could do more damage by shutting off some lights than you could do sending in the army. Because what are people going to do for the most part? They're going to panic, all right, and they're going to turn on each other. All right, you see this nation is already a hotbed of we call it instability within. All right, civil war, talks of civil war, and things of that nature. And all it takes itself is for those fears to be constantly pushed. And that's why you have a lot of propaganda always being pushed as well, man. All right, information wars, which is one of the things that they're trying to get their hands on, man. All right, stopping people from passing laws to where certain information is being restricted And one of the main things on these platforms now is they're restricting political information. I think X is one of them, which is Twitter, and a few other platforms. All right, but as you can see, people going about their daily day. Now, those of us in the spirit, we perceive that World War III is right around the corner, but it's clear that these people out here gonna get caught unawares, man. All right, they a lot of people don't want to believe that this is going to happen, or even have a clue as to what's going on, man. All right, and you have a lot of proud people out here. Let me go here real quick in the book of Psalms. All right, the mindset of a lot of these people out here. This is Psalms 49 and verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. So their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. All right, and you can label this fear mongering all you want, but here it is. In some of them European countries, they're telling them to store up water for 3 months, three to 6 months. All right, they get I forgot what you call them, straws that filter the waters. They're telling them to buy, basically prepping equipment, man. All right, because they know that this thing is pretty much right around the corner. It's on its way, man. All right, and the Lord is doing that, man. All right. All right, scriptures talk about the people walking in great pride in the latter days. All right, and you see it. All right, you have these Babylonians, these so-called Americans walking in great pride, man. All right, not caring, man, from one day to the next. All right, like everything is going to be everything. All right, but that day is coming. As the scripture said, that day is coming as a thief in the night. And you know, with all this infrastructure and everything being broken down slowly, I don't know why, it just put in my mind Revelation chapter 18, almost like a preview. All right, a preview. Because, hey, all that's going to grow is mounting fears once infrastructure, all right, the infrastructure, all right, cyber attacks, energy infrastructure, these things, all right, not being sure of these things, all right, and you see it in these leaders' faces, man. All right, these world leaders, all right, which is why another thing they want to push this MOTB. All right, the dollar's falling.
Always fighting with Eric.
And like I said, you gotta. Hey, let me read this real quick. You got a lot of prideful people out here, man, that just scoff, think it's a game.
Sir, my lady friend and I overheard you, and if you've got a minute, I've got some questions for you.
You can ask them right here.
Okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Robert.
How you doing?
How you doing? Okay, I heard you say world leaders, so you obviously have some type of take on the current political quagmire. Anything you want to share with the world?
Share with the world. Hey, the world is about to be destroyed.
Well, whatever you want to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm saying it right now. That's why I'm out here.
Well,
Babylon the Great, aka America, is going to be destroyed.
So, okay, when the Bible says Babylon, it means America, you're saying?
It does.
Okay,
It does.
I'm open.
Okay.
I'm a retired teacher. I've got an education. I read the Bible. So you think we're in the so-called apocalypse?
Oh, we headed for it.
Okay, fine.
And we're definitely in close to World War III. This is Hosea 12 and 10.
Hold on.
I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions, and I have used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. So when you think of similitudes, it means a resemblance.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of times when we call this place Babylon the Great, when we call it Rome, it has a resemblance to former empires.
Okay.
All right, but it has a Senate, right? It has a Senate, just like Rome. It has a two-party system. All right, like the plebeians and the patricians of ancient Rome. You have the Democrats and the Republicans.
Okay.
So Rome fell. There's a lot of resemblance to ancient Rome, and there's a lot of resemblance
Between
to
the U.S. and ancient Rome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it adopted the political systems of ancient Rome.
So Rome had emperors, as you know. Do we have emperors now
You
in
call
this
them
country?
presidents
So okay, so you say the president is doing what the emperor used to do back in the day with some other cultures.
to a degree. Yeah,
Okay, all right.
yeah.
Is this from some of your studies, or are you reading some things about it?
I just read it to you
Oh, from the
Hosea.
Bible. From
Yeah,
the Bible.
from this it's prophecy.
So this thing in the Middle East, it has occurred to me a few weeks ago. This sounds like what the quote fundamentalists are saying, that the end times are going to begin in the Middle East.
That's where all the tension is happening at. You see
Yes.
Israel, the Israel Hamas war,
Oh yeah.
which is spreading now. They bomb not only that they just bombed Lebanon, but they just killed 44 people in Syria. So that sounds like it's spreading to me.
Yeah.
It's making its way outside of Gaza. Now it's heading to Lebanon and
All
Syria.
right. Now, where is the U.S. role as you see it in this?
And the U.S. role in the world,
No, in this Middle Eastern quagmire.
they funding Israel with weapons, aren't they? They're
Yes.
keeping wars going.
Well, they
America, since its inception, 90% has been in wars constantly.
of the
America is a very bloody
the
country.
finances.
Not just finances, just by themselves being in. It's a warlike country,
I've come
and it was
upon
founded
that
off.
idea.
It was founded off of blood. It was founded off the blood of slaves. So it's been constantly in wars. So you have the American Indian War. You have their own civil wars. All right, you have multiple wars. All right, that America was involved in. All right, they bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki with
Atomic bomb.
atomic bomb. So this place has a lot of blood on its hands, and it's going to be recompensed for that. They have to be judged for that.
So the karma is going to come home. You're saying?
Oh, it's
Here.
coming. Yeah, it's already started.
Now, who is attacking us then? If you're saying we're being
The Heavenly Father and the Son is attacking.
Okay.
He's attacking. Matter of fact, let me read this to you.
Go ahead.
He's already attacking. You just can't. He's not visible to your eyes, but hey, the Lord is doing all these things.
Mm.
This is Isaiah 40. This is Isaiah 47:3. Thy nakedness shall be covered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So he's not in the form of a man. He's in the form of a destroying power, a God. All right, he's dispatching evil throughout Babylon the Great. He's the one who causes evil and good. This is Isaiah 45:7. I form the light.
Let me jump
Let
in
me
with
read
a
this real
question.
quick. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So all the evil that's being created in the earth, the Lord doing that. Because he's displeased with what's going on in the earth.
That I don't doubt.
Yeah,
we got to go. Thank you for your sharing.
all right, take care. All right. But the Lord is doing all these things. All right. He's the one who's causing all this to happen, man. And he's doing it, he's causing these leaders of these nations to err, man. Because these people that's running these particular nations and even Babylon the Great, they're destroying the earth. Pursuant to Revelations, I think Revelation chapter 11 and 18. But let me go here real quick. Who's doing this? That's the spirit, because I was just saying that. These people gonna get caught out here unawares, all right, because through the spirit, they can't even perceive who's doing this. All right. But it's the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son who's doing this. This is Isaiah chapter 19. And verse 14. The Lord hath mingled the perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and he hath caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. So the Lord is doing that, man. All right, the Lord is causing all these things to happen. Shalom to my brother Maya Kala, call all Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to you, brother. And shalom to my brother Hope, grace, and mercy. Shalom to you, brothers. He's causing all this to happen, man. All right. All the destruction that you see. Look at the past, pursuing back to the pandemic. All right. You had 2 years of plague. All right. Then you have what? Like I was speaking about the other day, train derailments. All right. You got planes flying in the air. Pieces of the planes are falling off the damn planes, man. Now you got gigantic cargo ships, man. These are things that pertain unto infrastructure that hold a society together, man. All right, the transportation of goods and services. And if you got these type of things falling apart, how much longer do you think you have before it's full blown chaos, man? All right, these things will continue to happen because the Lord is doing that, man. He's mingled the perverse spirit in this place, man. All right, and He controls the hearts and minds of every man. Let me go here real quick. Proverbs. This is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, He turneth it soever He will. So the mind of these kings of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, man. He has a influence on the minds of men, man. All right. Scriptures also say man's goings is of the Lord. How then can he know his way? What makes you think that they do it on a small level? The word government means to control, and mind means to mint. Mint means mind. But they're doing it on a small level, but the Lord is doing it on a high level, man. All right. And that's why we come out here and prophesy. We speak those things before time, because these things were already prophesied. Every man's destiny is already paved out, man. All right, that way is already paved out. And so, for what, man? For the Lord to have His glory, man. And ultimately, He's going to gather all His nations and destroy them. See if I can find this real quick, because I haven't read this in a long time. In the book of Job, but the guy said he's a teacher. But see, I'm gonna grab something after this concerning that, because these things that we're speaking, all right, these are spiritual things, all right. All right, this is Job 33:14. For the Most High speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth not. So this man said he studied the Bible. He's a teacher, all right. Probably got degrees or whatever. But let me repeat that again. For the Most High speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth not, because the Lord didn't give him the spirit to understand His word properly. All right. All right. The Lord gives this spirit to whom He wants to give it, but mainly He gives it to His chosen, to His elect. This is verse 15. In the dream and in the vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and the slumberings upon the bed, then He openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. So, as I said, man's goings is of the Lord, man. How then shall he know his way? All right. He seals instructions to every man. All right. He controls the minds and hearts of men. And that's the same thing what He's doing with these leaders, man. He's causing them to err, man. He's going to cause them to destroy themselves, man. No, and there's no denying that, man. All right, the Lord controls all men and the hearts of men. But you have men in a society that think that they're doing whatever they want to do. All right. Let me read this. This is the book of Romans. All right, mainly concerning Esau, because Esau is the main antagonist. All right, in the story, man, he is one of the main antagonists. We know that the Lord. Yeah, I'm still there. Yeah, I'm on the daytime now. All right, good to see you. So I get for that. The internet went out. Let me grab that again in Romans chapter 9. Verse 15, for he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, that my name shall be declared in all of the earth. All right. This is about him, man. All right, and him making his name, because what did Esau do, man? All right, he when you read Revelation chapter 11, all right, he pretty much ruined the name of the Lord of the Lord's name in the earth, man. All right, he had a big hand in that. And if you read in you can start with iconoclasm as well. All right, where the Lord pretty much destroyed the images. All right, he created Yahweh Shai White, called him by a different name. All right, preached his word in the wrong way. All right, it basically said that he loves everybody. What's up? But hey, we see all these prophecies coming to pass, man, that a lot of these so-called scholars out here can't understand. Let me go back to the book of Hosea concerning that, because hey, what did Putin do, man? He opened them vaults, and he basically gave confirmation that we're the people of the book. This is Hosea chapter 1 and 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said to them, you are the sons of the living power. So this very place where we was called niggas, wetbacks, minks, colored people, all right, this is the very place where it was said, you are the sons of the living power, man. All right, and he just confirmed that by breaking that out. All right, another thing that's in alignment with prophecy in the Holy Scriptures, man. All right, and in Revelation chapter 11, of us standing on our feet in the latter days. All right, proclaiming that, man. Scriptures talk about that, I think, in Isaiah. Wants to subscribe his name unto Israel. And you see men that's in his faith. All right, they have Hebrew names. All right, but let me go back to Romans chapter 9. Verse 19, thou wilt say unto me, why doeth yet find fault? For who have resisted his will? So no man can resist the will of the Heavenly Father, man. All right, whatever path that he has a man on, whether he a king or just a lowly person, no man can resist his will. Nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall a thing formed say unto him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? All right. Like I said, the Lord does whatever he wants. So whether you want to perceive in your mind that this is the end times or this is not, all right, hey, it doesn't matter, man. Prophecy is always going to stand at the end of the day. In spite of, man. And I say that. That's why ultimately we keep our minds and hearts in the scriptures. All right, because that's going to stand no matter what kind of information or misinformation that they have going on out here. Verse 21, have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? And what if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction? Because if you're looking at this from a carnal sense, you would think that this is going to go on forever, man. Or you would think that this is going to go on without no salvation. You would have no hope. All right, but hope only comes from the Lord, man. All right, and the Lord opening our minds, we understand that that these things are not going to continue to go on. All right, clearly he has shortened the time for the elect's sake. All right, and that's what he's done in these latter days. Let me go here real quick.
It's sort of like a front to work.
All right, so he's going to gather all these nations eventually, and he's going to destroy them. This is Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear and all there is therein, the world and all the things that come forth. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury is upon all their armies. And he have utterly destroyed them, and he have delivered them to the slaughter. And that's what we're leading to. World War III, all right? We're definitely leading to the time where the Lord is on his way back. You know what I mean? And if you continue to see, man, hey, Jeremiah chapter 51 and 7 says, the Lord has been a golden cup in the hand of the Adawan, man. All right. Babylon has been, let me read it real quick because I want to make a point. All right. I wanted to make a point and I wanted to show that. All right. And that's the spirit. Because I was thinking about this earlier. It's Jeremiah. It's demons all around it. Matter of fact, I'm going to read something. It's right up my alley, matter of fact. I just reminded you. This is Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Adawan's hand that made the earth drunken. The nations are drunken of our wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. Now, when you go into that word mad, all right, it basically means to act foolishly. But if you go further into that word, it talks about madmen, where the word mad means mentally ill. All right. The ideologies and philosophies of this place got these people mentally ill. And you just seen that, man. All right. He literally came here and stood there and lit up on the other side of the camera. All right. But this place is inhabited with devils, man, and demons. And that's why the Lord is going to continue to cut the time short. But when you go into that word madman, it means one that acts foolishly or recklessly. And you see that with amongst all these nations, all right? Because what is the end result of nuclear war? There's really no survival, man. If the Lord didn't die, man, this will be a rock, man. Because the probability of surviving nuclear war, even if you survive, the fallout alone, all right, will kill you. Everything will be contaminated. All right, if you look at Sodom, if you look at any documentaries on Sodom and Gomorrah, there is still radiation detected in that area, and they take them I think it's a Geiger count. I don't know what it is, but they measure radiation, and there are people I've seen documentaries of people that visited there. They get sick, man. Nothing can grow there. So that's foolish and reckless behavior, man. And so what does the Lord have to do, man? He has to come back, and he has to take the scepter off out of the hand of these people, man. Let me go back to the book of Revelation. You know what? That's the wrong one. Let me go to Revelation 11 again. This is Revelation 11, and I'm gonna start at 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, "Come up hither." And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Let's talk about the deliverance of men being taken up in the UAPs, all right, in the chariots. In the same hour was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and the earthquake was slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were frightened and gave glory to the power of heaven. Second world is past, behold, the third world cometh quickly. And the seventh angel sounded, and there was great voices in heaven saying, the kingdoms of this world have become the kingdoms of our Lord, and of his Mashiach, and he shall reign forever and ever. But I'm going to slide down. The point that I want to make in verse 18 was, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, in the time of the day that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto the servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, both small and great, and shouldest destroy them, all right, which destroy the earth, all right, and that's what's going on. Them which are pretty much destroying the earth, man. All right, they're pretty much laying this place to waste, man. You have even in the past years, well, you see what they're doing with the farmland. All right, I just seen a video of they saying the vegetables don't have the nutrition that they used to have. All right, but you had in certain years fishes washing up ashore. Or you have even whales. All right, because they polluted the waters. All right, you have whales, different sea animals. So this place is not sustainable, or it won't be sustainable for life. All right, if you don't make an intervention. All right, if you don't make an intervention, this place is going to be utterly wasted, man. All right, he didn't create it. He didn't create the world for that purpose. Matter of fact, let me grab this. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1. This is 13. For the Most High made not death, neither hath he pleasure in the destruction of the living. For he created all things that they might have their being, in the generations of the world were healthful. And there is no poison of destruction in them, nor the kingdom of death upon the earth. So the world was never created for that. All right. It was meant to be a thriving paradise. All right, but when it talks about Adam, God knew this world perfectly, man. All right, and we see that, man. Let me slide over to verse 2, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, and 23. For the Most High created man to be immortal, and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through the envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold it beside do find it. So the things that are done, all right, brings forth death, and that's what you see flourishing. This place is the shadow of death, man. All right. Rude, man. Done. Prime example of how sick society is. This is Job chapter 10 and 22. A land of darkness is darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, where light is as darkness. All right, because they promote all types of filth here, man. All right, there it is. You got a place in Kensington. Instead of putting money in programs to get these people help, all right, what do? They set up houses, safe houses, where they can use these drugs at. All right, enabling. All right, enabling these people to do wickedness, or incentivizing them to continue to do wickedness, or constantly promote it. Because there is like I said the other day, there is a reward in doing those things, and that's how Babylon the Great rose. That's scary, man. That's very scary to be in to be in the situation that brother's in. And that's why we need to get out of here, man. Our people are done in this place. Book of Isaiah. I'm in the book of Isaiah. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, and put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight, because in Psalm chapter 10, it talks about the Most High is not in all their thoughts. All right. Under this rulership, they do whatever they want, man. All right, and they promote all types of wickedness, man. In which tomorrow, all right, you're going to have people celebrating Easter, all right, which is idolatry. All right, and that's any type of idolatry and all types of stuff. Jesus. Now, listen, you're going to be destroyed pursuant to the Holy Scriptures, man.
Yes, I am going to be destroyed.
You're going to die here. All right, you're going to die by nuclear fire. This is the prime example of what I'm talking about, man. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna come back to this, and he just justified what I said, man. All right. They promote this type of They promote that type of behavior, man. Proud, all right, proud and in wickedness. This is Romans chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 18. For the wrath of the Most High is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness, because that which may be known of the Most High is manifest in them. For the Most High showed it unto them, all right? And even in creation, certain things show you how things can supposed to be. All right, a man is supposed to be a man, and a woman is supposed to be a woman, man. All right, and not vice versa. But see, hey, he's throwing up devil horns, all right, and proud, man. Scriptures talk about these people in the latter days have walked in great pride, man. Verse 19, because that which may be known of the Most High is manifest in them. For the Most High showed it unto them. For the invisible things of him from creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Even animals, to some degree, have got better sense than some of these people out here, man. All right? Wild animals, man. Which is why the Lord likened an ignorant man unto a brute beast. Verse 21, because that when they knew the Most High glorified him not as the Most High, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible power into the image made like unto corruptible man, into birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things, idols. All right. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to the sign of their own bodies between themselves. So you see that that's heavily promoted in Babylon the Great, which is why when I read to this guy earlier, I called it this place Babylon. But if you read Revelation chapter 11, it also calls this place spiritual Sodom. All right, because those practices, those very practices that was going back in the day, are here, man. That's a similitude of things from the past that Babylon the Great, all right, aka America, adopted, and they promote. All right, they promote and incentivize these things. So now I'm back at Isaiah chapter 5. And I'm gonna start at 20 again. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes, all right, and prudent in their own sight, all right. They frame of mischief by a law, pursuant to Psalms 94 and 20, I believe it is. Woe unto them that drink wine and men of strength to mingle strong drink, all right. And it's not talking about being at some bar mixing the drink. It's talking about the ideas and the philosophies, all right, that people put in themselves. Just like you put food to nourish your carnal body, you put certain words and ideas to nourish your spirit, all right. And that's what these people are putting in their spirit, man. Which justify the wicked for reward and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him. All right, they justify wickedness with a reward, man. All right, they promote these things, and you see Babylon the Great going in a lot of countries, all right, which they pass laws against some of these ideologies in Russia, and I believe in certain parts of Africa. All right, but what do? They incentivize these by putting sanctions on them because they in total disagreement with these particular places. So so what they do is they don't want nobody to do business with them. If you're doing business with somebody, what does their culture have to do with how you conduct business? All right, if you're making an honest, fair trade, but it goes beyond that, man. All right, because Babylon wants to suck the life force out of all of these nations, man. All right, and these nations now understand it. It's driving them mad, man. They don't want no parts of this place. All right, they want to separate from it, and that's why the same thing the scriptures tell us. All right, separate from come out of my people, be ye not partaker of her sins. Verse 24, therefore the fire devours the stubble and the flame consumes the chaff, so their root shall be as rottenness and their blossom shall cast up dust. because they have cast away the law of the Lord of hosts and despised the word of the Holy One, Israel. All right, there's no, and even this place started as a Christian nation. All right, but that was just a forefront. All right, of a front of what this place really is. All right, it's a cloak, really, really a snare when you really think about it. All right, but we're seeing we're at the end of this place. All right, we're clearly at the end of Babylon the Great. And like I said, reading Isaiah chapter 19, the Lord mingled a perverse spirit in this place. All right, and if you was to go back at least 20 years, all right, you would never if there was no understanding of the scriptures, and you would never think that this place would ever have succumb to this, man. All right, to be in the state that it's in, man. All right, it's in a very low state. This is Isaiah chapter 14, and I'm gonna start at 4. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressors ceased, the golden city ceased? The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of rulers. He who smote the people with wrath with continual stroke. He who ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. All right, and that's what he's done. He's ruled the nations in anger. All right, if he can't get his way, he's going to put sanctions on you. Now look at what they're doing down there with the border. All right, those people are getting riled up down there. All right, they don't care if the National Guard is down there. All right, they have no respect for the law or respect for this place. All right, they're trying to bust through and come to Babylon the Great. All right, because like I said, wickedness is promoted here, man. All right, you can make a fast dollar doing something wicked. All right, but the Lord is breaking this place, and like I said, if He don't, all right, if He didn't cut the time short, all right, no flesh will be saved on this earth. Verse 7: the whole earth is at rest, quiet, and break forth in the singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow has come up against us. Hell from beneath has moved to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even the chief ones of the earth. It is raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. Let me pull this up. And besides the article that I read earlier, all right, concerning what's going on with these nations. Because I typed in and let me get to it. All right, World War III. And like I said, Prime Minister of Poland and France, man, they did the outlook for this place is not too good. In any event, maybe it ain't on here, but in any event, there was a mention that the North Korea has missiles now that can they tested missiles that pretty much like ICBMs, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so all these nations, the armament, all right, the weapons, all right, are pretty much able to reach Babylon the Great, and the Lord has prepped this place for destruction, man. All right, and the best thing we could do is hold on as long and as much as we can, man, and to cleave unto Him, man. All right, because you can see, man, time. If you're in the spirit, you can see time is short, man. All right, what's up, bro? This place is place is blue, man. In spite of so-called mirth that these people are trying to hold, because there's a lot of people walking through here, and just in Center City in general, or any part of the world, man, it's not the same anymore, man. All right, it's clearly not the same. Mirth is pretty much dried up and going out of this place. Let me go ahead. All you hear is sirens. Every day it's a report of some type of disaster or something that goes on constantly. All right, it's constant and nonstop. All right, no breaks in between, man. All right, so what does it matter, man? What does one's life matter in this place, man? But the vibe for a spot, hopefully on the church, for the Lord to have mercy. All right, because there's nothing here. All right, and pursuant to this is what we're supposed to do. Pursuant to let me read it real quick, then I'm gonna read this. All right. Book of Jeremiah 28. 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied of both against many countries, against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And that's what we prophesied, man. All right. I've been out on the streets for 3 years, but brothers who have been in this truth long have been speaking this for years. And now we're seeing these things come to light, man. They come to pass. All right. They were saying these things before. All right, let me read this, and that's what a prophet's supposed to do. This is 2 Ezra 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. All these things that we said, the Lord inspired men to write these things down, and then inspired men to get the understanding and come out here and proclaim these words boldly, man. All right. And now what do we see? We're seeing these things come to pass. We're seeing them play out in real time. Verse 3, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So all those that don't believe, all right, to no degree that they're going to die, man, in their unfaithfulness. All right. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. And you just got a prime example of that, man. All right, guys on the other side of this camera smokes. I don't know what he was smoking. All right, but it stinks. It smells worse than marijuana. Then you got a dude proclaiming to be a woman, hey, proudly boasting, man. All right, you can't fear to imagine it. It don't matter no more. All right, saving your life here. Your life is hid with Yahweh Shai, man. All right, because he calls men to live and to die, pursuant to Psalm 68 and 20. Unto him belong the issues of death. Verse 7, therefore saith the Lord. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they will fairly commit, neither will I suffer them in those things which they exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the right of the world cry unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Right? We got men preaching day in and day out. All right? And not just that, people groaning in the spirit, man, for anguish of living in this place, all right, constantly. And therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. All right, and that's what we're being led, man, through the ideologies and philosophies of this place. We're led like sheep to the slaughter, man. sheep need a shepherd. But if they don't have no shepherd, man, they don't know that they're going to be led to their deaths, man. And that's why I go back to saying that a these people are going to get caught out here unawares, man. All right, because they don't have no understanding. Verse 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy the land thereof. And that's what you see the Lord. He's smiting this place with plagues as before, tons of plagues, man, bringing old diseases and everything back. So we're seeing the end of this world, man. All right, we're seeing the end of this place. Every day it gets this worse and worse, man, and it gets vexing to live here, man. All right, the cost of living, all right, try to keep up. All right, then I guess it's vexing for a lot of people because they see money is get distributed to other things that pertain unto Esau. All right, you got a lot of our people that think that this is the American dream. All right, but I wonder what their mindset is now, seeing all these things, man. But the scriptures say, hey, roughly paraphrasing, your redemption draweth nigh, man. All right. So we ain't got to be here much longer in this place, man. All right. Lift your head up, your redemption draweth nigh. Let me read this. All right, because if you continue to trust in this place, man, hey, the scriptures talk about that. Depart from this place, all right, for this not your rest. It shall even destroy you with a sword of destruction. This is Jeremiah 17 and 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, whose heart departed from the Lord. And he shall be like a heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness and the salt land uninhabited. All right. Because this place, everything that you do here it leads to death, man. And ultimately, hey, you see all these businesses is closing down. Jobs are not. There are not many jobs out here. All right, so if you hope in this place, it's going to lead to frustration. All right, and being disgruntled, man. All right. Scriptures talk about sorrow of the world, work of death, man. All right, if you sorrow of this place, all right, you're working death. This place is wicked, man. Extremely, extremely wicked. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, whose hope the Lord is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh. But her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought. Neither shall ye cease from yielding fruit. Because as and I'm gonna close out on this, as it says in Shalom to my brother Daniela, and shalom to my brother Enos, called Lawyer Yahweh Shem Yahushua to you brothers, and I'm gonna grab that from the brother too. But when you what was I saying? I'm gonna close out on this brother's precept. Well, Isaiah 33 and 6 says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the fear of the Lord thy treasure. Because that's what's going to keep your mind steady, man. All right. And like I read earlier, defining that word through the Hebrew, that word mad in Jeremiah 51 and 7, it means mentally ill, man. The philosophies of Babylon the Great, aka America, will make you mentally ill, man. Make you unstable. All right. All right. It'll destroy you with a sword of destruction. All right. But this is a beautiful precept, and I'm gonna close out on that. This is Proverbs 29 and 18. Where there's no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. And there's no vision, man. All right. People are doing whatever the hell they want, and that's why they're perishing, man. All right. So where there's no vision, the people perish, man. All right. And like I said, we're in the shadow of death, man. Hey, but happy is he that keepeth the law, man. Because those who trust in the Lord have hope. All right. That's right. Yup. Those who trust in him gonna always have hope. Yup. And that's confirmation, man. All right. Those who keep their trust in him and endure to the end is always going to have hope. All right. So I pray that this lesson was edifying, exhorting, and comforting. And with that, I would like to give all praise unto my power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. Shalom. To Water Brothers for tuning in, and to Water Brother for the precept. Shalom, brothers.